Hi there, Skip here, and welcome to today's midday miracle message, which is titled, Is Food Your Drug? Now, what do I mean by this? There are so many people now who have been marketed to, they've been caught into certain traps when it comes to lifestyle habits in nourishing the body well with good food. And food has become a drug for a lot of people where they might be trying to escape with food. Think about this. Has this been you? And be honest, has this been you where you've been in a negative state and you've gone and said, right, you know what, I want to go and you do something to either do that, or it could be drink where you want to go and do that, and something's going in and it's say, right, I want a chocolate, I want a crisp, I want a glass of wine, I want a drink, I want a cigarette, or whatever it might be, but you're using some type of substance, and it's these substances that are breaking the body down. Why? Because nature had no part in making that substance. Now, what are we talking about here? I'm going to keep going on about it all this week leading up to Saturday, because on Saturday I'm actually gifting away a masterclass which is called Food Can Be Your Medicine. I actually put the link up there as well, and we're doing that from 10 till 12 on Saturday. But what I want to explain here now is so many people are what we call like emotional eaters. They get into a certain emotional state and then they go and crave something. And I want you to understand this without me trying to get too weird on you. I really want you to be able to understand that this whole game of life is a game of life around frequencies and energies. You are made of energy, and food can put really good energy in the body if it's got the energy of the sun, if it's got the energy of the planet, and if that food has weathered different seasons. And in life, we've got to learn how to weather different seasons too. So it is so important to be able to understand that your food should be nourishing your body. And when you go into a negative frequency, because you're made of energy, so think about this, if you go into a negative energy, then what's going to happen? Well, usually you're going to crave negative stuff that's going to put a negative charge in the body. What we want to put is a positive charge. Like if someone gave you a battery and said, can you put these batteries in this machine to make this machine work or this device work? But they give you dead batteries. You're like, what are you doing? The batteries are dead. Think about how you feel when the energy of your phone is on red and you've got like 1% left and you've got to upload and download stuff, you've got to communicate with other people. What is going to happen? Your energy is just going to drop. Why? Because there's no charge there. Your phone, what do you feel when that phone is on 1%, 2%, 3%? You think, oh my God, I need to go and get this charged. You're like, has anyone got a charger? Has someone got a charger I can borrow? It's no different with human beings, but what they've got used to doing is they've got used to living on such a little bit of charge of energy, and they think that's normal. Well, I'll tell you what's normal, energy of children, because children haven't got number with food. They haven't started to be brainwashed to just eat for emotional reasons, unless they've got parents that do the same, and unless the parents are giving the children foods that are made synthetically, foods that are going to create addicts out of kids. And we need to make sure that we're understanding and taking responsibility to not have food become a drug. We want food to be nourishing. We want food to be colourful. We want food to be alive. We want food to put some of the most amazing things in the body so that you can come out of these dark frequencies, you come out of these low frequencies, and you come back up. Because think about this, have you ever eaten and gone into a food coma where you're eating, oh my God, I'm tired now? Because you just drained the body of energy. If we understand that energy is life and life is energy, in fact, just type in the chat, would your life improve if you had more energy? Would your life improve if you had a stronger immunity? Would your life improve if you had more colour and you felt lighter and things weren't so heavy and dark and you just didn't know what to do? This challenge that we're going through at the moment with humanity, so many people now are just using the food as a drug. They're not really appreciating it. They're just eating for convenience or for an emotional reason or for a way that they've just been programmed. And all of a sudden, they're not being conscious. They're kind of making zombie choices. They're like, just, oh, this is what I do. And, you know, you in the middle of the night, you know, you're going, oh, give me those crisps, give me those chocolates, give me those biscuits, give me all of that stuff. And all of a sudden, instead, oh, look at you guys going, yes, 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 exactly. Of course it's yes. We know the answer is yes. So what do we need to do? We need to break those habits. Now, how do we break them? This is super, super simple. We give the body and the mind something that is more empowering. We give the body and the mind something that, now think about this, humans, I truly believe that human beings can be unbelievable. I truly believe that human beings can be the most phenomenal thing that's ever come on the face of our planet. However, at this moment in time, we're literally being like parasites on the planet. Now you think if you eat bad food all the time, you know what happens? You get parasites in your gut. And those parasites are little creatures that literally start a whole new community within inside of you, and you start craving the sugars, you start craving the fried stuff, you start craving the wrong salty stuff, you start craving all the processed stuff, you start craving the stuff that is very high when it comes to sugars and all of that horrible stuff, but it's got real low nutritional value. High on the emotion side, feeding the emotion, not feeding the body with all of its stuff. So we've got to learn how to break those habits. And when we break those habits, instead of us becoming like parasites on the planet and not living in alignment, not living where we're balanced, because if you're not in alignment, I can tell you now, that when that happens, you're not going to make choices that are going to serve you at super, super, super high levels. So this is what I really want to help you with, my friend. I want to be able to help you to make super powerful choices. Now, to do that, what I want to be able to do is give you something for free. And as I mentioned at the beginning, if you go up and you click that link is going to bring you through to a page where you can register for a masterclass, a free masterclass that I'm doing this Saturday from 10 till 12 in the UK time. And it's called Food Can Be Your Medicine. I'm going to open up your eyes to where you're going to look at food in a totally different way. You're going to be like, oh my God, I never knew this about food. And this makes total common sense. And what we can start to do is, by improving these food choices, you can start to improve your mind, you can start to improve your body, you can start to improve your energy, you can start to improve your immunity. Now, when you do that within your own self, you're going to start to have clearer thoughts instead of like being muddled thinking where you just can't focus. And you're going to be able to go through life with so much more of your greatness, because you're putting stuff in the body that's got the energy of the planet, got the energy of the sun, got the energy of the universe, and all of a sudden you start putting that in and you start eating that information. And I do say information because it's information for the body, not the information that a lot of people are putting in their minds. And what happens is in life now, people are drowning in all this information, but they're starving of wisdom. We got to make sure that we start to make wise choices for ourselves and our loved ones. So go up, click that link, get yourself registered for this event on Saturday. I'm super looking forward to taking you through this. It is going to change the way that you look at food and help you to build a better relationship with food so that you can start to be more intelligent without even having to think about it. So I love you all. Have an awesome day. Live strong, live healthy, live long. Make sure you live now with the nutrients, oxygen and water. For now, I'm out of here.